Hey guys, Smooth here, and I'm right outside the Lumbridge Catacombs. Now, with the introduction of the EOC, there have been a lot of new stuff added to the game and a lot of different pieces of equipment. And with that, there's going to be a lot of new money-making methods. This one was actually submitted to me by Ozzy7, so big thank you to him. Now, I'm going to quickly enter the catacombs and show you guys exactly how to do this. So what we're going to be doing is harvesting batwing. Now, there's a bunch of bats basically on the southeast of the Lumbridge Catacombs. So you want to go all the way through till you reach the bats. It's not too far of a distance, and the trips are relatively quickly. You can normally get a pretty full inventory, depending on how fast you are on your levels, of course, in a matter of, I want to say, 6 to 15 minutes. 15 being on the very, very slow side, and also if you're probably not maxed. You also can't bring a cannon down into the catacombs, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. And yeah, we're almost here. And there we go. So now you see that they're only level 24. They're called warp bats, and they're really easy to kill. You see I get most of them in one hit or relatively quickly. And we want to pick up the purple drops that we see on the floor. So you can see pretty much one-hitting these things for the most part. You don't even need momentum, by the way, so it's pretty fast. So it's also a common drop. It's not an every time drop. So let's go. We got a couple more. And also, you'll just as a reminder, you want to pick up the water talismans that are dropped. Those are also worth around 4,000 or so. And for some reason, I'm going dry right now, but you'll see in a second. Alright, one more kill. There we go. Alright, so you got Batwing right there. Now, let me just do a quick price check on this. Now you're going to see it's going to be actually a lot lower than what it actually sells for. So here it's for 1,100, but it actually sells for a little over 7,000 at the moment. I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video when I gather a little bit more. And I'm going to quickly get a full inventory, then I'll continue recording. Now again, you don't have to use momentum or pot up because you will be one-hitting most of these things, but it does help for lower levels, and also if you do have a full ability bar, that little bit of extra effort to use momentum will help you get maybe 10 to 20 second faster trips, so it is worth using to a small extent. Also, this was relatively a slow trip for me. It took me about 8.5 to 9 minutes for me to get a full inventory. I normally do it a little bit faster. I normally do it, I want to say, around 5 to 7 minutes, but again, it is a big range. They do have a 1 to 4 to 1 to 5 drop rate. Also, there are other videos with the same method. However, I haven't seen any on this location just yet. So I think this is the fastest to my knowledge, and we're going to get to the loot right now. I'm at the Grand Exchange now with a full inventory minus my tellies over here, so I'm just going to quickly add them all. And we're going to see that they come out to 1,100, which is the mid, but it's not accurate, so sell all. You don't need to really raise the price. Confirm. And you're going to see that we get 197k, so it comes out to a little over 7,000 each or so, which is pretty awesome. So assuming you could do 5 trips per hour, you will be making about 1 million. But for me, I want to say I can normally do around 9 to 10, which is a little under 2 mil or exactly 2 mil. And you can also notice one more thing. There's another money making method I've been using is buying dragon scimitars and then alching them. You can see that I bought this one for 50,000. I've actually been buying them for a little bit cheaper. I've been buying them for under 40 grand for some reason, because a lot of people seem to be dumping them today. Now I'll show you how much they actually alch for. This is pretty awesome, and for some reason people haven't caught on to this. So let me just withdraw some runes really quickly, and let's open up this ability bar right over here. And here we go. Wrong one. Alright, there we go. So high alch. Now right here, and you can see, wait, where is it? Let me just go to all right here. And you can see I just gained 60,000 coins. So if you buy them for much less, you can actually make some pretty good profit. I think the limit is 100 per hour or so, per 4 hours or so. So you can actually make a decent amount of money. The next money-making method is going to be producing Swamp Titan pouches, which was actually introduced by Bunkey. He wrote it in the comments, so big thank you to him. Now, normally it's supposed to take, as you can see here, 150 shards. But for some reason, the EOC is unpolished, as many of you guys know, and it doesn't take 150 shards. Rather, it just takes 1. Now, the only thing you need to do this is to have more than 150 shards in your inventory. So I have 1,000 right here, and I have my Swamp Lizards over here. Now, these cost around 1,300, and when you infuse them into Swamp Titan pouches, you will be making about 1,000 profit each. So I'm going to quickly infuse them over here, and you can see that it would take a lot more than 1,000 to infuse all of these. So let's go right here, select, infuse, and there you have it. Well, you see only 6 were taken out, but let me do that again. I didn't press infuse all. One more time. I think that should work. For some reason, it's only doing 5 at a time because I'm kind of a noob at this system, I guess. But yeah, there you have it. I think that might be another glitch because it did say that it did say 7, like it says 7 over here, but it's only doing 6 at a time. Anyway, with this method, you can do roughly I want to say 6,000 charms per hour. It might change with the interface over here. Before I was doing around I want to say 10,000 per hour. That's another method I saw Alkin use. And yeah, if it's 10,000 per hour, this is a 10 million per hour method, assuming you have enough Crimson Charms to do it. If it is less than, if it basically it's I'd say realistically you'll probably get around 5 to 6. But yeah, it's a pretty phenomenal method. It's probably going to get patched soon. As for the other money making methods, these are all probably going to be a little bit, well, a lot lower because these are all new to the game. And it's not necessarily as a result of this money making guide being introduced to the public, but rather the fact that it's all new content. So I recommend you guys take advantage of it while you can. And if you guys have any other methods that you guys would like me to share, feel free to leave it in the comment below. And that's all for now, guys. Take care.